notes, and then we will basically open it up to the members out there to motion to approve or deny or whatever you want to do. And we'll take a second and we'll just take that in the chat. Basically, the first person to say motion to approve or whatever, and then a second, and then we'll take silence as an aye, and any nays can chat in there. That's kind of how it'll work. It's hopefully the only motion we'll have to do today. So Hardik, you want to take the wheel?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good conference. As you see on your screen, this is the proposed NCLGISA budget for FY 21-22. As you all know, we're coming out, hopefully, we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel through a rough year, and we had a similar experience with the organization as well. Thankfully, with the leadership of Steve, Ray, Felina, they were able to negotiate and talk to our convention centers, the hotels, and we were able to navigate some of those contractual challenges, keeping our budget fairly intact and not sustaining a lot of damage that could have happened because of the contracts. So as you see in front of you, we have some services like the educational classes, that will be discontinuing, and Jennifer Price, our professional development chair, will be sharing some updates on that. And you see we've made some updates to the strike team. Our strike team does more and more, continues to do great work across the state. The board has actively, made changes to their budget line item to enable them to provide the level of support that they do in everything that they do. So with that, I open it up for questions.
If anyone wants to make a motion as well, please do so in the chat. All right, Scott. I got a Scott Williams motion to approve, and I have Tabitha Summerlin as a second. So, without everyone saying aye in the chat, we'll take silence as approval. If there's any nays, please put that in there. And seeing none, budget is approved. So we'll move forward with that starting July 1st. Thank you, Hardik.
Thank you.
All right. So now all the business stuff is out of the way, let's get some updates from everyone. Shannon, do you have anything from CPT?
Sure. We have the CGCIO program open right now for registration, so it'll close. Usually, I think it closes the first week of June, so get registered if you're planning to attend. Just as an FYI, we believe we'll be back in person because we're actually holding an in-person graduation in June. It's a modified graduation, but we're holding an in-person graduation in June at Chapel Hill. And so we believe we'll be back in person, but I think we're going to do a hybrid offering because I know budgets are tight coming up this next year and travel budgets are a challenge. And yes, Glenn, of course, your class was the best class ever. That's very debatable, partly because of Glenn. And so more than happy to have anybody ask questions or talk to me after we finish here. Absolutely interested in getting as many folks as possible to attend this coming year. So we will give you a couple of different options. We'll let you come in person, as well as on occasion, we're going to sort of rotate people through. So we do want everybody to come in person at least once or twice. And we will also be working to make sure that our CGCIO attendees can also go to the conferences, the in-person conferences, whichever one they choose. We'll be paying for them to attend one of those two conferences.
All right. Thank you very much. I think Randy said that Mark might be giving a strike team update. Are you there, Mark?
I am. I don't have the cool NCLGISA background, so you're gonna have to make do.
That works.
First, I want to thank the board for their continued support of the strike team. As many of you know or may not know, the strike team, our primary role is to support NCEM with disaster response, IT support during disaster response. This past year, we helped with the Mass Vax Clinic in Greensboro. We have a session right after the business meeting at 2:15 to go into more detail on what we're doing on the cyber side. We would like anyone that's interested in participating on the strike team and helping out to shoot us an email at itstriketeam@nclgisa.org. That's all.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you
Mark,
guys
did
for
you
everything.
announce about the JCTF?
That's going to be part of the
Tell them
announcement.
now too. It's exciting.
Okay, all right. It is exciting. We have formalized the Joint Cybersecurity Task Force for the state of North Carolina. So we, the NCLGISA strike team, as well as NCEM, DIT, North Carolina National Guard, all make up this the Joint Cybersecurity Task Force, and the directive is to respond to any and all cyber events in local and state government in the state and education.
Awesome.
That it, Shannon? I cover everything? All right, good, thank you.
Yeah, it's quite amazing what you guys have accomplished and continue to do. So we're all very thankful for what you're doing, and keep it up. Thank you. Amy, do you have anything from K-12? Is Amy there? Darren, do you have anything? Communications, marketing?
Nothing.
All right. You're doing a great job behind the scenes there, Darren.
Thank you.
Jennifer, do you have anything for professional development?
I do. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to put out there some information about the professional development team and what we do. The professional development committee members are Helen Nelson, Jeff Mullins, and Tamasha Robinson, and we meet regularly to discuss new avenues for professional development that we can coordinate and champion on behalf of the NCLGISA members. So I would encourage you to go to the professional development page on NCLGISA website, see our current partners, and also, as Hardik alluded to, you will notice that LinkedIn Learning is no longer available as a subscription option on the PD page. Our current contract with LinkedIn Learning is going to expire this July, and we have decided not to renew that contract. Over the years, fewer members have purchased the NCLGISA prepaid licenses, and even fewer have actually made use of those accounts, even once they purchase them. And because NCLGISA pays for those licenses up front to LinkedIn, and then essentially resells them to NCLGISA members, the licenses that go unpurchased by members have become a pretty significant financial loss for the organization. So if your current LinkedIn Learning account is associated to your LinkedIn profile, you will maintain your history. And if you obtain a LinkedIn Learning account by some other means, you can pick up right where you left off. If you do not connect your LinkedIn Learning subscription to your personal LinkedIn Learning account by July, then you will lose that history. I'm going to send this information out to all the current NCLGISA LinkedIn Learning subscribers with instructions on how to make that connection to your LinkedIn account. It's also found in the help on the site. And if you have any questions or suggestions or want to join the committee, you can email pdchair@nclgisa.org, or you can contact Jeff, Helen, Tamasha, or myself directly. You'll see our profiles out on NCLGISA website and of course through the conference. Enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thanks, Jennifer. Melissa, do you have anything for membership? Melissa there?
I do. I had to unmute myself. So for membership, July we're looking to have our regional meeting in Goldsboro, and we are going to be live, not virtual. So I will be sending out some information in regards to reaching out to everyone to come to Goldsboro for our first regional meeting back. So that's going to be our first live in-person meeting that we're gonna have. I want to say it's July 15th, Scott. Correct me on that. I want to say I'll have the correct date in there when I send out the email. We will be talking about next gen. That will be one of the topics that we'll be talking about at the regional meeting. Also, if you guys could start thinking of who you would nominate for the James S. Cooper Award that will be giving out in October, right, Ray? We
Yes.
will nominate, we will award in October in Asheville live. And then also we will be giving out the award for the IT Employee of the Year. Did I say that correctly?
Professional of the year, right?
Professional,
Yeah. Professional
of the year. So if you can be thinking of someone to nominate, I'm going to be sending out that information as well. And we may even show up so we can do a little video for those that you nominate and do some presentation so that we can have that when we're live and in person in Asheville. So those are the only two things that I have, Ray.
Thank you. And Scott did say July 16th is the date, so you were close. Yes.
Okay, 16. Sorry.
I think we're gonna skip Felina for the second. Was Amy there? I saw her. She was just muted. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Do you have a K-12?
I just want to say we are ending a crazy year. If you have a chance to reach out to your partners in the K-12 world and pat them on the back, I know it's been hard on everybody, but it's been a very stressful, tough year for our kids and for our employees. And so if you can reach out to them, I think we have a lot of them, quite a few of them here today. And kudos to them, because here in Ash, we're getting ready for graduation, just finished EOGs and EOCs. So been a busy time, but to all our K-12 folks, thank you for being here and the job you've done this year. And like I say, if you get a chance, just pat them on the back.
Thank you, Amy. Mark, do you have something else to add? I see your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to I have a question for Melissa, actually. Melissa, could you briefly go over the difference between the James S. Cooper Award and the Gray Castle Award for IT Professional of the Year, and what criteria we should be looking at to nominate folks?
Yes. So the James S. Cooper Award is you will nominate someone that has actually come, they have helped you, they've reached out to you and actually extended themselves as if they were part of your group, part of your IT group. That's the James S. Cooper Award. Is someone that has gone above and beyond to help another entity to in any way, shape, or form. Maybe it's helping you to install some equipment, maybe it's helping you to get some software, or they actually had to, the strike team is really good. Not that I'm saying nominate the strike team, but they extend themselves, I know, Mark, but they extend themselves greatly. If we have a cybersecurity attack, they show up, they're there. That's the James S. Cooper Award. So the IT Professional Award after Gray Castle is that outstanding IT person. Gray was very particular in helping and giving himself to those. If you were at a conference, he was there helping, always extending an arm out for you as well. And we want to know an individual that's that way, that's always giving and caring for those in the IT world and giving of themselves. If anyone wants to tag on to that, Ray, Felina, Steve, because you actually brought the IT Professional Award up. And if they want to add on to that, hopefully I've explained it a little clear. And everyone knows the difference. When I send out the information on those two, it will be very clear to you as well in the definition of what we're looking for those two awards. Was that good?
Yeah, I think you said it well, Melissa.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So we do have a special guest from the state NCDIT with us, Rob Main, I believe, if I said that right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to turn it over to Rob, and he's going to fill you all in on a offering from the state.
Okay, if you can let me know when you can see my screen, I'll go ahead and get rolling in the interest of time.
We can see it.
Awesome. So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for allowing me to share a little bit of, thank you to the executive board for allowing me to share with you a key component to our whole of state approach to cybersecurity, and that's the SecureWorks iSensor. I want to just set the stage here. This is under no shape, form, or fashion a sales pitch. This is an offering that the state will provide to counties free of charge, and we'll go into more details about the capabilities that the iSensors bring. But what I want to talk about very briefly is just basically reported ransomware incidents over the past couple of years. Just high-level view of the numbers. Go over what exactly an iSensor is, what an onboarding process looks like to integrate iSensor capabilities into your environment, different modes of operation, different installation options, take a look at the back end of the appliance itself, how to start the process, and closing thoughts. So very quickly, the reported cases on the left-hand column in 2020 are just that. They're the reported cases. What is not reported is what keeps a lot of people up at night. But you can see 5 counties alone and 5 K-12 school districts underwent a ransomware attack in 2020. This year alone, 2 counties and 1 county EMS and 1 community college suffered a ransomware incident. And just keep in mind, these numbers do not include the SolarWinds Orion or the Microsoft Exchange vulnerabilities. Now, what exactly is an iSensor? So some on this call already have iSensors in their environment possibly, or are aware of their capabilities, but I just want to go over the key capabilities, the components, and I'll give you a takeaway. So what an iSensor does is it, capability-wise, removes the burden of device or signature management, facilitates regulatory compliance, looks at and blocks malicious inbound and outbound traffic, also provides protection from the latest threats and vulnerabilities, and provides detailed and comprehensive reporting capabilities on the health of the environment, on the health of the device itself. What it's comprised of is an internal firewall, a health monitoring system, proprietary to SecureWorks IDS and IPS capabilities, and also remote configuration and management. Now, I want to step back for just 1 second. SecureWorks, for those of you not aware, is our strategic SOC partner. And when I say our, the state of North Carolina, they come alongside us, provide us 24/7 by 365 SOC operations coverage. And also, if you would to engage in pulling an iSensor into your environment, they will be the ones that walk you through the installation, tuning, and configuration process. 3 takeaways for you. An iSensor allows your IT staff to focus on other critical items in your infrastructure or your environment. Again, the 24/7, 365 monitoring and alerting, and also year 1 costs. I want everybody to highlight, underline, stamp this, foot stomp it. Year 1 cost to your county, $0. Now, year 2 and beyond, we continuously have budgetary asks to fund this in perpetuity for counties that are on board and those that will be coming on board. And I'm strongly encouraged through the budgeting processes with this General Assembly session that will continue. Here's a quick look at what an onboarding process looks like in the form of a roadmap. Without going into each one of these items, we start off with an orientation and training that includes direct dialogue between your county IT staff and the SecureWorks engineers. There's a pre-installation call, the racking and stacking, final 2 trainings, and then block 10, or rather circle 10, is go live. And I'll discuss the modes of operation and what go live means in just a second. 2 different modes of operation that are possible through this at a very high level that are possible with an iSensor. You have the passive mode, where it is just simply monitoring. And you also have blocking mode, the blocking and tackling. This is the meat and potatoes of iSensor capabilities. So the natural progression during the previous slide that showed you the roadmap, start off in monitoring mode, learning what the iSensor sees as traffic that it will be blocking and what it's allowing to pass through. and eliminating any type of false positive blocks and also false negatives. And that's an engagement process with the SecureWorks engineers to ensure that the device is properly tuned before you go into blocking and tackling mode, or the inline IPS mode as it's known. Now this is quite a busy graphic, but basically there's two different typical configurations that you'll see. There's a single firewall configuration and also a high availability firewall configuration, where you have the edge, or excuse me, the cloud or the internet, your edge router and edge firewall. This is the ideal positioning of the iSensor. Can it be placed outside? Yes, but it has limitations when it's outside as to what it can see. And I know the text is incredibly small. I apologize. We wanted to fit a lot of information into a short period of time. So Felina threatened me with going too long. So I have to maintain my integrity with that. And so the iSensor inside the firewall, but before your core switch. So it says positioned here. And in an HA mode or an HA config, you have your HA routers, HA firewalls, feeds coming into the iSensor, and feeds going out to your HA core switching. Now, you may ask, what's this CTA? This is your portal that the counties will look at to monitor the health and look at reporting and see what's being blocked, what's not being blocked. And that's through the counter threat appliance. Here's a look at the back of the iSensor, 4 Ethernet ports, 1 management port. The newer iSensors have a different config that eliminate all 4 of these copper ports and have just 1 single management interface. But this is generally what you will see. This is mostly what's deployed presently in the 23 deployments we have across the state. But as the device progresses, as improves, then they change the back of the chassis. But this is generally the idea. You can see fault tolerant power, and just to for those of you who are worried about single points of failure, this device's default mode is to fail open. So in other words, if there's a catastrophic failure with this appliance, which we have not seen any in the deployments that we've had, but in case there is, you can't plan for best case, but you have to plan for worst, that this device fails open and traffic will pass from your firewall to your core. There's no loss of continuity between those two components in your topology. So to start the process, for those who are interested, if you could take down these 2 contact cards. Jamie Spradlin is our SecureWorks program executive. He is embedded with the Enterprise Security and Risk Management Office in DIT. Pre-COVID, he sat a few offices down from me. We stay in direct contact. I drive their efforts both on the iSensor side as well as our SOC side. You can use me for questions, but Jamie will be your point of contact if you're interested and you want to begin the scoping discussions. And closing thoughts, it goes without saying, people on this call know that the threats will only increase. Actors are persistent. We're stronger all together, both as local government representatives and state government. And it's imperative that we don't allow ourselves to be the cyber hygiene paperclip and keeping our chain of the whole state strong. Ray, that's all I had. Felina, thank you very much for setting this up. If anybody needs contact information or wants to link up with me offline, happy to do so. Shannon, many people on this call have ways to get in touch with me if you didn't have the opportunity to write down my phone number or email address. But thank you very much for your time. I do greatly appreciate it. Looking forward to helping out in any way we can.
Awesome. Thank you, Rob. That is it's great information, a great offering. I know some of our counties have already taken advantage of that, and I've only heard good things myself. So make sure you take note of that contact info and reach out as it's appropriate for your organization. But it's nice to have a great partnership with the state. It's just been great the last few years. The state has done so much they're all over it. They're not taking anything lightly, and have really partnered with counties and municipalities across the state. We greatly appreciate that.
Ray, if I could take a moment just to pander for a second, I am wearing my CGCIO shirt for Shannon's benefit, and also the kind words and the amazing praise that the strike team received doesn't even go far enough. I am personally and professionally appreciative of their relationships, or of my relationship with them, and the amazing work that they do. Their work speaks for itself, but there's a lot of great folks on that team. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
From the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. All right, Felina, you want to give us an update on conference and what we have to look forward to in October?
Absolutely. First, for the record, I did not threaten Rob. I only told him he needed to hurry up. I'm just kidding. I did not threaten Rob. But anyway, for the conference, thank you all for signing up for this conference this time. Hopefully this is our last virtual conference, and we are definitely looking forward to in person in the fall. Before I jump ahead of myself, I also wanted to thank you all for being patient with us as we progress through these virtual conferences. This is our third platform that we've had, and you all did well. We did have a little hiccup with everybody getting logged in, but everybody got in, and I'm just Shannon, and I'm just glad that everybody was able to get in, and I hope that it was good for you, a good experience for you all. I hope you all have enjoyed the session so far. And on to talking about the fall conference. Oh, also I wanted to say, you will have a poll/survey, is that what I call it, Darren? To take tomorrow during our last session, during the door prize session. It will be available. Hopefully you all will take that survey, because your surveys, the board members read every single survey, every single word you put on it. We go through the survey. So it's not falling on deaf ears. We take your surveys. That's how we get sessions. That's how we get speakers. Even just during this session, someone volunteered to be a speaker for our fall conference. So speak up. If you have things that you want to talk about, things you want to speak on, please let us know. Things you want to hear about. If you're not necessarily the speaker, that is the time for you to let us know. But of course, you can email any of us at any point in time as well. So please give us your feedback when we offer that survey. For the fall conference, we are looking forward to an in-person fall conference. I have been waiting for 18 months for us to have this superhero theme, and we're going to have this superhero theme in the fall. I am totally not a comic person. My husband is, but I am looking forward to this thing. We have so much planned for you all. Somebody said, where in the fall? So yes, we may have new people, and I should not just be speaking like everyone knows. So our conference in the fall is in Asheville, and I believe it's around October 21st. So whatever that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday date is, and we're going back to 3 days as opposed to 4 days. For a long time, we've done 4 days in Asheville, but we're going back to 3 days. But it is in Asheville. So we're actually starting planning as soon as tomorrow, 12:15 tomorrow, we're starting planning the fall conference. So that's how quickly we start planning the next conference after the first one. So a lot of work goes into it, and a lot of people, a lot of the board members, I have to thank all of them. And it's just not Felina's conference. Everybody works together to make this happen. So thank you to the board members. Thank you to all of the room hosts and the speakers and everybody for helping to make this possible. It was indeed a team effort. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Other than that, Ray, if I forgot anything, please feel free to let me know.
Thank you, Felina. Yeah, so it's going to be the week of the 18th. A couple of big changes, though. The last couple of years we've had a 4-day conference. We will be going back to the 3-day conference, which matches what we do here in Wilmington, virtually or in person. So it will go back to being Wednesday through Friday in Asheville. And the other big change is we will not be at the U.S. Cellular Center this year. We are actually going to have almost all of the conference in the Renaissance, which is our primary hotel, and where we always have some events, but we're going to also have the business partners there. Excuse me. We will have our general sessions where everyone needs to get together at the Wortham Theater, which is just a block or two, maybe a couple blocks down It's near where White Duck Taco is, if you know where that is. But it's much closer than the Cellular Center, so a lot less of walking up and down hills and traveling back and forth. It'll be a whole lot more quaint and together, and hopefully it'll be the best conference yet. I know we're all looking forward to it. I think we've tried to negotiate some good things for us, and I'm looking forward to it. And we will definitely provide more updates as we go. But yeah, we'll be at the Renaissance and the Wortham Theater, and it will go back to the traditional Wednesday through Friday instead of Tuesday through Friday, which I think will help some people out too with budgets and everything. So, did I miss anything else from anyone? Any other updates needed?
Make sure to visit all of our business partners.
Yes. So as soon as we're done here, please make sure you got a little bit of time before the next session. Please make sure to visit the business partners and show your appreciation. But for those people that have stuck around and haven't left, because you got to be here, before we go, just trying to see if anyone else drops out. Doesn't look like it. You're holding strong because we have prize time. So thank you all. I'm going to turn it over to Felina with the wheel.
All right, guys. So just as Ray said, make sure you go and visit those business partners. We have some people on our list of business partners who are here every single time. They reach out to me. I don't have to go to them. They reach out to me because they love this group and this membership. So please, 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 even if you don't know who they are, take a few minutes, go into their live feed, into their live session, and meet them and greet them and talk to them. And because without them, we could not have all that we have. So first prize is Carolina's IT, which is actually now Logically. They have given us, so thank you Logically, they've given us a $100 Amazon gift card, and it goes to Todd Chapman. Yay, Ashe County. Congratulations, Todd. Are you here?
He's on the list.
Are you here, Todd?
Todd.
He said he's here.
He said he's here.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
replied to
There
me.
he is. There's Todd.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. Congratulations, Todd. We'll be sending you a $100 Amazon gift card thanks to Logically.
Thanks.
Next.
Next is Carolina Advanced Digital has donated an Amazon gift card, and I do not have a amount beside of it, but I'm
Not on the list.
a $50 or over $100 card, and that's going to Colin Barnes.
Not on the list unless
Darren
it's
says he's
under
not
another
here.
name.
So
Okay.
if you are here, speak up quickly or we're spinning.
Next.
Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Not on the list.
Okay.
How many prizes are we giving away, Amy?
I think we're going to do 4. Is that okay? 4 or 5?
That's fine. 4 is
Okay.
fine.
All right. We've got time.
Oh, Sandra's
Sandra?
here.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Sandra
Sandra.
Mitchell. You there, Sandra?
I saw her.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. Congratulations, Sandra.
So
I will get
it's a mystery.
I will get in touch with Julie at Carolina Advanced Digital to find out how much your card is. I'm surprised I didn't put the value on there, but I will call and find out and make sure you go by and thank them for your gift card.
Okay. Thank
All right. Congratulations.
you.
All right. The next one is going to be a $100 Amazon gift card, and it's given to us by Data Network Solutions.
Matthew Smith, is he here?
Not on the list.
Probably busy working.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Chris Godwin.
He's here on the list at least.
You hear Chris? Oh, yeah,
Yep.
he says I'm here.
All right, is Chris there?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
he
good.
chatted it.
Chris, you are getting a $100 Amazon gift card, compliments of Data Network Solutions.
Awesome.
And so the next thing I have to give away is a pair of AirPods.
Danny Gwynn.
Yep, he's on the list.
He says he's here.
Woo
All
woo.
right.
All
Danny
right.
here. Congratulations, Danny. Okay, the AirPods were given to us from Insight. So thank you, Christy at Insight and that whole gang. That they've got several in their booth. Make sure you go by and see them. Danny Nugent. Okay, all of you, we'll do one more.
Okay. That's what I was going to
And
ask.
all
So
of
we
you,
have time.
we have one today. If you will make sure that you send me your email address so I can send give it to the vendor to get your prize. All right, we have a $100 gift card from local government credit union. $100 gift card going to Michael. Is Michael here?
He is. Well, he's on the list.
Hello, I'm here.
Hey, Michael,
Congrats.
congratulations. $100 gift card from a local government federal credit union.
Thanks.
All right.
Great. That went fast.
Yeah. Congrats, everybody. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up. Go enjoy the rest of your conference, visit some partners, and check out our sessions this afternoon. And see you back tomorrow to have more sessions, more prizes, and wrap it up. All right. Thanks, guys.
If y'all won't close it for just a second in case there's an email out there or somebody's email address I need to grab.
Yeah, I'll leave it.
I don't see one though. Okay, they'll probably email them to me.
Oh, Ben said, do we stay on? If you just want to chat with us, Ben, you can. Steve, what are you eating?
Yeah, ask him this question now. It's like going to the dentist when they put that thing in your face and
Your
they
mouth
say,
and then ask a
how are the
question.
kids?
That's so true.
No, it's like when the waiter drops off the food and then as soon as you take a bite, they ask you how it is.
Yeah.
How's your meal, sir? I just answer with a mouthful of food and spit it all over the table. I'm like, it's delicious.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Hey, Amy, Felina, I've shared the price list with y'all on the, I've also added the DP list on there, Amy.
Good, thank you. I'm trying to write their names down, but
yeah, so
I just don't want to mess up.
I kept the names in the notes so of the people that won, so I can do that again tomorrow. So we know at the end of the conference everybody that won too. So we need to reach out to somebody.
So I'm glad you sent that, Hardik. Yeah, because I have the ones from last night.
Okay.
Gave away, and I can put that so we'll know what we have left. Because I gave away some of the ones on our list.
Okay.
That you sent, so that way we'll know.
Yep.
And I have their email address on it, so you can get in touch with them too. So.
Okay.
This virtual conference has probably gone smoother than any of the previous ones, or at least it looks that way from the outside looking in.
Yeah, Darren did, he's not gonna like me for calling him out, but Darren has done a lot of stuff to make it happen. There are a lot of things that happened. Figure a lot of stuff out. That made it smoother. So I wish we would have had this platform the first time, but hey, we made do with what we had at the time. So
Well,
when coronavirus 25 comes around, we'll be ready.
Hey, stop it.
it's a good thing he's not showing his face, right? But no, I'm going to keep the title of the only full virtual president. I feel positive about that.
I want our keynote speaker for the fall. I just want somebody that's just like out of this world. Was that corny? That was corny, wasn't it?
Yeah, knock it out of the ballpark. Yeah. Oh, well, you need a superhero type.
That's what the corny joke was for. Out of this world.
Yeah.
Okay, that was goofy.
Up and away.
Spider-Man will come.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Robert Downey Jr. I don't think will be. I think it's like too big, but
Probably be $1 million.
yeah.
Well, I'll see about bringing. I've got some stand-ups and things like that we can put around the registration, like Silver Surfer and things.
You know, I'm gonna have real people there.
What was the character, the superhero that the guy from The Office played? Dwight Schrute. He played a superhero in a movie.
Who?
The guy that plays Dwight Schrute in The Office. Rain something.
Rain Will. Yeah, is it Wilson?
That might be it, but he played a superhero in a movie, and I can't think of what it was, but that would be amazing.
It would be amazing to have someone that has played a superhero, but affordability, I don't know.
Yeah, they can get expensive. I think those speakers can get very expensive. What did you say his name was, Ben?
I put a link to the to the movie and the. I didn't watch it, so hopefully it's not too bad.
Maybe I shouldn't watch it on my work computer.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot we can do with that theme.
Steve, I'm gonna lean on you heavily to help with that. Again, I am not a hero person, so.
Well, I think that every member should come up with their own superhero or supervillain name and have it on their
on the badge.
On their badge. Yeah. Yeah, we can make it interesting.
Yeah, we got to think of all those ideas and
we can have like the dark side and the the light side. You choose when you register.
Choose which
side
one.
Exactly.
Hardick, I am your father.
So, and then the board members are going to dress up like superheroes.
Oh yeah.
At Amy's Wednesday night thing.
Yeah, I want to see Darren in tights or Glenn.
I don't want to see either one.
That's what I'm thinking, Felina. I don't think I want to see that.
Good, I'm good. Y'all taking a little too far.
Yeah, you can get the Wonder Woman costume, right, Felina?
Let's think about modifying that one. A modified version of Wonder Woman.
Felina, you don't need a costume. You're Wonder Woman. So.
Yeah, Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Dang, I wish we'd have thought of this last Halloween when all the Halloween costumes were out.
Oh.
Well, see, this is a good time to have this with the costumes and everything, because Halloween is actually that same week or the week after.
So they will be out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween stuff comes out like in July.
Yeah. True.
So yeah, we'll have opportunity. We can order. I can order something. It'll be a surprise. Oh, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun if we can get everybody to participate, or even if not, at least the board will participate. That's a requirement.
Well, I even have some of the old Batman and Superman recordings and stuff.
Oh gosh, Steve.
Yeah, so we could have something like if we're announcing someone in general session or something, maybe have something playing in the background leading up to it. Yeah, we can make it interesting.
Yeah, we gotta sit down and plan all of that out, so. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I have like 3 or 4, I think I've paid for like 3 or 4 actors.
And I tell you, sometime probably even before we have that conference, and you and I have talked about this, we're going to have to start planning out the 50th anniversary conference, which is the following year.
Yeah, Sandy was on here earlier. I wish I would have mentioned it to her. Because like I said, in every NCLGISA 101 she did, she said it was started in 72, and I don't know where she got that from.
So that would make it next year,
Coworker.
50th
Yeah,
anniversary.
my coworker, yeah, she's calling me.
Yeah, so we got to make big plans for that one.
I agree.
One thing I mentioned to Felina in previous organizations I was in, and we reached the milestone anniversary, we would actually have all the past presidents that could come and attend the dinner, and we would have like a type of reception and dinner with them there.
Nice.
And that was really neat because we have presidents that came in that people hadn't seen in 15, 20 years. Some of the
new
forefathers of the organization. And we paid for their room for one night. And some came as far as Virginia and other states just to be there.
Oh, wow.
And we built a big like collage of photographs that went behind the stage, and that was throughout the history of the organization. And
That'd be cool.
People spent hours just standing in front of them looking for people, and talking about, oh, I remember when that happened and so on. It was cool. Lena, you off your phone now?
The people who were paying me was calling, so I had to answer. What you want?
No, I'm saying if we're through, I'm going to.
Yes, we're done. I just had to answer that call because they called me like 3 times, so I figured something was blowing up.
Felina, I think we have 20 prizes left. Hardick, Felina, I think I've got 20 left. So I don't know where you want me to throw them in, or you want me to throw them all in at the end.
So Amy, you saying 20, are you looking at the list that Hardick gave?
No, this is my list.
Oh, 20 for
The
yours.
BP prizes.
So that's not including Hardick's.
No, and it's not include Davenport Group because they'll pop in Friday, and it won't be Paul. It's going to be somebody else because Paul's going to up north. He's having a grandbaby.
Oh,
So it won't be Paul, but I think I counted that I have 20 unless I've miscounted. So I just don't want to run us really long tomorrow.
so don't we have a general session in the morning too?
I think so.
I think it's just like speaking or something like that. Let me look. So we could give away a few there, and we have a session, the panel. I don't want to cut into the panel discussion either because that's another general session. And that if we gave away a few at those two, that would save us from being so long at the end.
I think that's good. Because how many do you have, Hardick? I can't remember.
Let me see. I got the list up right here. Unless he has it up. That is, and see, I gave away 5 of them last night.
Okay, so we have 40 in all.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah.
So 5, so 35. That's 55 gifts.
Yeah. So I'll give away like 6 and 6, and that gets us down to like what, 14. Yeah.
So we don't have any more general sessions today. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Ben. All right. So yeah, we'll and then we'll try to make it a little faster. they're gonna have to hurry up and say, hey, I'm here, you know, and just do it a little faster so it won't take so long. So
Yeah.
Yep.
And talking about giveaways, next week I'll have a list of what's remaining as far as the chairs, and we'll get together and try to decide which ones we can tackle on the way up to Asheville next month, and the rest we need to determine what we're going to do with. Are we going to get a company to get them and mail them, or what? I think there'll be quite a few, and I don't know what the cost would be to have a company, you know, do it for us, but we can always check and see.
All
Yeah,
right,
that sounds good to me.
BP guys, I'll see y'all. What time are we back?
we don't have any more June. I think it's just session.
Today, are we?
No,
Oh,
not
5
today.
o'clock. We meet at 5 o'clock today.
We meet at 5 today.
Yeah, it's on your, it should be on y'all's calendars.
Okay.
So I'll see y'all at 5.
Okay.
Okay, thanks
Sounds
everyone.
good.